At this stage, the baby is clinically dead.
The father was literally on top of me. To be a father and look up at him and to see water coming out of his eyes. You know, a dad to a dad, you just want to give it your all.
The baby has reportedly fallen on its head from a height, but it's unclear how. The patient is an 8-week-old boy. The baby's mother is unable to watch.
We go to pull the defib out and I see a baby that is so small that it stops me instantly.
Lifeguards must urgently administer manual CPR.
I did have an obstacle that there was a head trauma and a hip trauma that I just had to get breaths into that baby. Generally, I would have picked the baby up and gone for it.
Lifeguards decide to ventilate the baby with a bag mask and oxygen.
We've only ever done that in training.
There's no time to think, it's just do. After the third breath of breathing that baby up, I started to see the rise and fall of the baby's chest. Oh my God, this is working, this is effective what I'm doing. Giving these rescue breaths to the baby, but it's not out of the woods, it still had a massive trauma.
2 critical minutes of care has brought the baby back to life when the paramedics arrive. Paramedics now need to get a cannula into the baby.
They needed to get a line into this baby, and one way they can get straight line is actually going through using a drill and going into the bone marrow, into the shin, and so they can get administered drugs in there straight away.
The baby still needs assistance to breathe. Lifeguards and paramedics hope for more signs of improvement.
The worst thing about with a baby is you want to hear them cry. You know, it's actually concerning when there's no noise.
After around the 8th, 9th breath, I hear the baby cry. It was just the greatest moment ever. This was real, this was raw, this is rare. And there's so much going through my mind. Everything was that moment.
But the baby may not be out of danger yet. A special casualty access team, known as SCAT, arrives to help assess any head trauma.
Intensive care paramedics hand it over to the SCAT team and they treat the baby.
They loaded the little boy straight in to get him straight to the kids' hospital.
Not long after, lifeguards get news the baby is likely to pull through without major complications.
Well,